Please read the disclaimer. Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, moneymakers. We're going to talk about XRP, about the crypto market, about Bitcoin. Something interesting that Solana tweeted out, the official Solana Twitter account tweeted out. What does that mean? You'll understand in just a second. A company that came out with a, well, we'll talk about it. You'll understand. And a big buy on the XRP spot ETFs. What does that mean? And we got a little bit CME updates, all the latest and the greatest. All I ask from you is that you give me a beautiful smile to send out those good vibes. Smishity smash that like button. Listen, recently we've been slacking a little bit. I've been slacking with the jokes about it, and you have been slacking with the smashing of the like button. So let's try to get, I'm going to be modest on this video. We haven't passed 1,000 in a second. I'm gonna, play a little bit Candy Crush while you're smashing the like button, right? It's just, I wasn't doing anything. So yeah, do that now. Currently XRP is sitting at $2.05, down minus 0.84% on the day. Let's not beat around the bush. George W. Bush, the crypto market is boring, right? The past few days, not a lot has happened. We've had a little bit up, a little bit down. Some might call this the bear market. If you look at it from an interest standpoint, it's in a bear slump, right? One could say that Bitcoin is down more than 20% from the high. So theoretically, if you parallel that to how a bear market is considered for the stock market, then that would mean that we are in a bear market right now. But if you go back to previous sell-offs and previous pullbacks, it's something similar to what we've seen before. I don't think people were calling a bear market when we pull back here, but we're already seeing that happening now. Again, we talked about this, and I'm gonna say it again, right? When we had the gap close at 78,000, right? It took a while, right? It took a while for the market to recuperate off that, and then we had a new gap, right? That new gap from that happened when we jumped from 84,000 to 5,000. That has been closed now, and again, you're having a little bit of trouble right now, similar to where we were having a little bit of trouble here. That's why long term, and look similar. If we go back even to XRP and where XRP was. Right, this was around February, right? Let's see, where was XRP, right? So in February, where are you, February, right? Same thing, we were around 3, and then it pulled back. It had some trouble to 3, up to 2.7, then pulled back all the way down to 2. Then we had the Trump tweets, and then it pulled back again to 2. And then we came up a little, right? It had a, from February to July. So what's that? 4 months. XRP wasn't doing that dandy, right? And then we had that, great July. And since then also, so, if you take out July, the past year or so, we've been mostly consolidating, right? In between 2 to 3, right? So it seems that's kind of XRP mode, right? It consolidates, it moves sideways. Remember here in 2024, we had rallied up to almost $1 here for XRP. This is like history lesson, right? To those who weren't with us back then. We had that announcement from Judge Torres, boom, right? We went up significantly, almost 100% in that day. Then it sold off of that, right? And it consolidated for the next, we had of course, the announcement about the appeal, and that kind of put the XRP community in a depression, you could call it. But then, of course, November last year, we had that amazing run up. And since then, listen, the crypto market, it always has its run ups. It always have, assets like, SEC went up big, and recently we saw Lunk go up a significant amount. Kaspa had its, 2 seconds and then sold off. Where was it? ICP a few weeks ago. There's always, and look, it's sold off almost all of it, right? So the crypto markets is in a funk, but we've seen these funks before. And we'll probably see these funks again. These are just times, that are in the crypto market. Stock market right now is very, very hot, right? Or it had been hot for about 6 months. Now it's cooling off a smidge. This is just how the markets are sometimes. So we have to remember that, and we have to take that into consideration. I know a lot of this video is talking about what was, and trying to like remind us that this is part of the game, right? Sometimes we need this. Sometimes we need this talk. I need to talk it to remind myself, and you need to hear it. And I was talking with my dad last night, and he said, "So how are your crypto positions doing?" And I was like, "Well, they're down. They're down. Not so amazing, right?" And then I was like, "Yeah, but I'm a long-term holder of these positions. Doesn't really matter to me right now. I don't need this cash. I'm not doing anything with it right now. So it's not, weighing on my heart. If I needed the money next month for, something, right, then I would be a little bit more stressed about the current situation. But this is money that I have sat in for long term. Again, short term, day trading, it's a totally different scenario, totally different funds, it's totally different asset. And sometimes we swing it, sometimes we trade it. I'm actually thinking about maybe growing my position a little bit on the short term. We'll see. Again, this is just what I am doing. Of course, this video is for educational purposes, for entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. I'll update you later tonight if I'm thinking about today going into the FOMC meeting, maybe to take a little bit of a risk, just because the market has been so slow. I'm taking my time a little bit. Probably because I'm doing this, we're gonna see the move up, right? But I'll probably do it later tonight because the kids are coming back in a few, and I had a nice date, a morning date with the missus. So because today's her day off, but we'll see. That's why the video is a little bit late to those who were asking. But this will be interesting. Be interesting. Interesting tweet from Solana. Solana tweeted out, the Solana account tweeted out 589. If you know, that's a big thing in the crypto community. And there's some music and it's coming from outside. I don't know what it is. And so Solana posted the tweet of 589, 1.4 million views. Then Bank XRP and Loki surfaced the real potential, what's happening here. So he says here, XRP and RLUSD will route from XRPL and XRPL EVM to Solana through XLR starting this December. Final ISD audit updates are underway. After that, the XLR Solana integration should be ready to go. So interesting, more connections, more opportunities, more potential here for XRPL and for RLUSD. So very interesting. And of course, this gives more exposure to maybe people that didn't know about XRP or didn't know what's happening. That 589 was the tease, right? That this is he's from XLR, right? We've talked about 21 in the past. 21 will similar. They're trying to do something similar to strategy or similar to what I forgot already the company name that created the fund for XRP, and of course we have BitMine. So there for a while was a SPAC, and now it's converting. So anybody that was there in Cantor know that that's happening. I think today they're moving to the 21 ticker symbol. Breaking XRP spot ETFs has just bought 38.04 million worth of XRP. So because of the inflows, because of what's happening, of course, the ETFs are loading up. And so again, you might say, well, why isn't this affecting the price? Again, many times the ETFs still have the possibility to buy OTC off market. So that doesn't really affect the price because they are buying a big amount, a big chunk. So they don't want to buy, from Binance or whatever, which happens sometimes. But the theory is that liquidity will dry up and then potentially they're going to have no choice. There won't be anything on the OTC markets anymore. And then that will create buying pressure. We'll see. Again, we'll see if that happens. That's the theory of people that, are talking about banana prices, which I talked about yesterday. So I'm not going to talk about it again. I don't want to, I don't want to push it too hard. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with the liquidity crisis, potential liquidity crisis. And this, it's just 7 days until spot quoted XRP and SOL futures launch. Low margin for capital efficiency, simple pricing tied directly to spot price and regulatory clarity. So you're not going to have, we're going to have the possibility for institutions, and of course, maybe remove a lot of spot trading that was happening on the big exchanges will flow to CME. This could be bringing new players into the market. So that will be interesting to see what the numbers are, because we remember they're XRP and Solana futures, regular futures that work with future contracts, not spot quoted, were very, very successful. So we'll see what happens with the CME group. And this is just a warning to be careful. Martini has 700,000 followers, and I think he has a YouTube channel as well. And he posted something about BlackRock, and then CZ had to come out and say this is fake. Right? So he says even big calls get fooled once in a while. Aster doesn't need this fake Photoshop pics to grow, right? So there's a lot of fake news. You can see there's a community note, and just be careful out there. I try to wait as long as I can to bring news. It comes with the caveat that sometimes people are in the comment section and are like, this is from 4 hours ago. What are you talking about? It's not breaking news. But because in the past we fell to fake news and things that weren't correct, even from official Twitter accounts like with the SEC. So I like to wait a little bit. So just again, a warning to remember that there's fake imposters of me out there. I will never contact you on social media. I'm not sending you DMs. I'm not conversing with you. I'm not sending you friend requests. If you see anything like this, it's not me. If you see my content anywhere that is not YouTube, that is not me. So report it, send me, write me in the comment section, or send me a DM on Twitter so I know, or tag me on Twitter. And we also have the free Telegram group if you're interested in that. It's just a little bit different vibe of I give updates, straight updates. There actually I don't wait because there you can it's a right. That's a little bit, maybe I should wait there too. And so that's a little bit different vibe. If you want to join that, it's free and open to all the community. So link is in the description down below. Of course, we have our affiliates. Also, if you are interested, you go to my website and you can scroll down and join one of our affiliate links and start trading. If you are interested in supporting the channel that way, if you're trading already, why not use one of my links? And that way you can support the channel. Okay. So don't forget to smash the like button. Did we get 1,000 likes on this video? I think we can do it. You can do it. Candy can do it. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.